Team 46, they are going to present their topic called Cheap but Not Too Black, a dimensional house in the new era. Please welcome Huiwen Senior High School.
Hello everyone, we are Team 46 from Huiwen High School. Our topic is Shape but Not to Collapse, a dimensional home in a new era. My name is John.
I'm Jenny.
My name is Henry.
About 2 weeks ago, there is a huge earthquake hit on Taiwan. It is scarce to the people. To solve this problem, we create a project that we hope it can withstand the huge sway during the earthquake and help people to escape from the home. I will discuss this in 2 parts: building structural considerations and smart systems. This is a picture that this is a red foundation. To resist the earthquake during an earthquake and the rock sinking, we find that the red foundation is good at resisting the earthquake energy. This is the basement of the red foundation. It is good. The red foundation provides a good space to accommodate the aquifer system. So we decided to use the red foundation in our project. Let's talk about the building material. We focus on RC. We focus on RC instead of SC or SRC because we find that RC is cheapest and strong enough to deal with the earthquake energy. The next one is structural safety. As you can see in the first picture, the diagonal of the pillar is more advanced than the center one because the center one plus the diagonal supports into the model, and I push it in the same strength, and you can see the formation of the pillar is less than the first one. So it means that the structure will be more stable and safer. We will use this technique into our work. Now let's introduce the smart systems that will come to strong.
With the strong structure, next I will introduce our system. Our system is using IoT technology to cope with. There are 2 advantages of using it. First, the MAR. The model is called MAR, Managed Aquifer Recharge. The operated is add water into the walls and can make the underwater rise. Therefore, it can prevent the land subsidence, and it can under the building. Second, the door can be opened when detecting the earthquake magnitude above 5. It can be sure the safety of the house. First, we didn't have clear ideas. The picture shows our process of our consumption from left to right. This is our process of calculation. We cut the columns, use the result to cut it. In this way, we can ensure the construction quality better and can reduce the earthquake damage. The next step is lofting. We can see many lines on the board. Lofting means mark the lines on the board and put the columns according to it. The conception of boundary conditions we use the styrofoam roll to bound it. And we think if we add the diagonal support, the model can be more stronger. Next, we welcome Abigail.
Okay, thank you. This shows our proven skills. We use integral to judge the situation. Now let's see how models work. This function is just like manage aquifer recharge. So after connect to the electricity, the pump will bring water into the pipe and transport it into the well. In this way, water level will rise, preventing from soil sinking. And next, let's look at our reactive idea. Connect to the electricity, the door connect to the electricity, the LED turns white. It means the sensors are detecting the acceleration value. And after you pump the pump detecting the shake signal, the door will open and the lights will turn red. It means a warming. We do this to save more opportunity to let inside people successful escape. So after checking, they are all fine. And this is an important part, preventing the fire disaster. And so pressing the button, the door will close and back to continuously read the acceleration value. So let's see. When we think back to our design, we found two parts to be improved. One is human error. Second, system. At first, look at this picture on the left. This is the back door of our model. And when we design the houses, we forgot to add 90 centimeters. So it looks like funny. Okay. Behind the pillar is our toilet. After finishing the exterior wall, we found that one wall is missing. So above these are humans errors, So we try to reduce it. So next is system. First, we use sensor modulates, but it always shows the data error. So in the video, we use button to simulating the signal of earthquake. At the end, during preparing these finals, I found these sensors, and it can successfully operate to read the acceleration data. So finally, we finally improve the system problem. So we learned something partially about cost and design. Doing the model, we can the cost was predictable, but we can tell you how much we cost and the price of each material and system. But as we learn more, we realize that in reality, this is not the case. Because the type, the quality and quantity of the building material accounts for different price, and not to mention to other factors like labors, delivery, or other expenses. So in short, there are so many things to learn, like for amateurs like us, but it is interesting.
After the 4 months of collaborating, we learned about the basic concept of the architecture and use the program to solve the problems in Taiwan. Although the process is difficult, but we face it together, and it will be the best experience that I have ever been.
It is important as strong structure and shock resistant. On top of this, we build the system we need, instead of build a strong structure home. This is the end of our present. Thank you.
Any questions from our judges? Yes, Sherry, just wait me for a second.
Thank you for your presentation, and very impressive about the model and how you show the procedure, how you fix the issues. And you mentioned about mistakes, and in fact, that's all our students will face, no matter you're under civil engineering, architecture, they're all facing the same issue. So now what you're facing is normal, and you have done a wonderful job. And I know you mentioned that the cost, you can talk about the cost, but it would not be the real cost after you really build your thing. But I think it's important to still calculate the budget, because you cannot just build a house and say, oh, I overspend and I need to destroy it again and build another new one. So your idea, I'm not talking about which city you're going to build, but do you have a rough idea about the cost you will need to spend for building this house?
We can tell you the money of rebuilding the model. This will cost about and including the poster, we use 20,000 NT dollars. Yes. But in reality, we cannot to calculate the correct data of the budget.
Okay.
If you try to tell me roughly how much money you should, because you're from Kaisong, right? Yeah, maybe you can buy a land and construct it there. So if you to build a house in Taichung like that. You try to build everything, and I can really tell like I can really know like you three are academic person. So don't be nervous. Your idea is really good, but we're just curious like, oh, your house is quite attractive for us. So how if I want to buy it in Taichung? Maybe. So you see how much money? You are not sure.
I'm not sure, but in the teaching, this expensive. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
your score is expensive. I know that.
Any other questions from our judges? Yes, Juliet.
Well, thank you so much for your presentation, because I can see your team put a lot of effort in the experiments, showing us the wonderful experience. And my question is just, how long have you been preparing for the experiment?
We collaborate it, finished it for 4 months.
4 months.
Still, the first contest, to the final contest. For 4 months. To build this building and take the system of the building.
So how many times you failed when doing the water thing in the middle?
Oh, infinity. I tell you this.
Yes.
Infinity errors of the sensor. This sensor, I found it. So, and after I found it, I tried very lots of method to solve the problem. But this problem, this is just broken. It cannot show the correct data. So I found it at the end. Yes.
Yes. Good job. Thank you very much. I just want to add on, and you can see how passionate you guys are doing this project. Really good. I just have one real quick question for you guys. How did you come up with this idea?
Oh, in November, I found the advertisement in elevator, school elevator. So I found it's interesting. So I devoted my into this project. Yes. So and this every PE class, physical education class. So I draw this messy picture. Yes, this messy picture. Yes.
Your PE class.
The PE class. Yes, right. Yes.
I will try to get him for our university. Don't be worried.
Thank you so much. Good job, guys.
For the team from Taiwan High School, please give them applause again because they're so appreciated about that.
Way back a year ago.